What's up, guys? I'm the Retro Nerd. I'm bringing you another episode of Retro Night, and this time around we are playing Death and Return of Superman. This came out after the issue with Superman fighting Doomsday and supposedly quote unquote dying. We actually found out he was in some sort of sleeping state. So yeah. So with Superman being in a sleeping state, we had no one to protect us. So what this game also shows is, okay, Superman shows up, fights Doomsday, he loses, and then the game continues on with the fact that you play as the three other Superman that showed up. Steel, who is nothing more than a guy in a robotic Superman suit with a sledgehammer. So pretty much to say it's Iron Man, but he wanted to be Superman, so he has the Superman logo on his chest, and he carries a hammer, and his suit's really shitty because it's made out of steel and not like all the expensive ass metals and shit Tony Stark gets. And then you got Superboy. There's like a reconning of Superboy, the one with the leather jacket and the shades and all that. And then the last one was a Cyborg. Well, no, there's actually four. Now that I think of it, there's Cosmic Superman. He's another one that wore sunglasses, but his outfit was I can't really describe his outfit. But yeah, you had Cosmic Superman, then you had Cyborg Superman. Cyborg Superman eventually became a Yellow Lantern and was like one of the most powerful ones. And he also tried to like destroy the Earth and all that shit. He also blew up he blew up Coast City, which pretty much made the Green Lantern go batshit crazy and get possessed by Parallax, and pretty much start destroying a whole bunch of other Green Lanterns and shit. But yeah, so this game pretty much follows that storyline where Superman dies, quote unquote dies, goes in a sleeping state. Those four Supermen show up, start taking his place, and people are reporting sightings of seeing Superman and shit like that. And it's really not him. And Superman eventually comes back to finish off Doomsday, because Doomsday is still around. And he comes back in the all black outfit with the silver lining S on his chest, with the black mullet. With his mullet that he has for a while in the 90s. But yeah, this game's alright. It's not as good as the Spider-Man games, where they throw like a whole bunch of villains at you and it breaks it up, because you're like, oh look, there's the Demon Goblin, and then oh look, there's Doppelganger, and then there's Carnage, there's Venom, all that stuff. It's not as good as the Maximum Carnage game. It's just barely better than Separation Anxiety, because I don't like that one that much, because they're like, alright, well, what if Carnage's symbiote spawned off offspring? I mean, it just gets repetitive after a while. It's cool. It's cooler once you get past playing as Superman and you get to like Steel, because of the fact that he's got the big hammer and he's not like, because he's just a human. He's not like the other Supermen. I mean, it's fun. I mean, if you like Superman, this is the beat 'em up for you. This is probably better than any other Superman game that I've played. I mean, I've been playing the crappy Superman Returns for the Xbox 360 just so I can get achievements. That's all I'm trying to do, because it's got really easy achievements. Pretty much just beat the game and you get every single achievement almost, except for like completing races and finding all the secret things, but it's like really easy. So just wait until I play that. You guys are gonna love that. But no, it's still a fun beat 'em up game. I mean, like I said, it's not as good as the Spider-Man games because Spider-Man's, he's got different modes of attacking. He's got he can tie them up with the webs. He can web sling. I mean, Superman can fly. That gets a little repetitive after a while. He doesn't really fly. There's like really no need for him to fly that much, unlike in Spider-Man, where there's actually some parts where he actually does have to web sling and stuff. So in the level to get up to like certain buildings or across the buildings or get up to secret stuff. So I mean, there's a point for him web swinging in the game. They made it a point. Unlike Superman, there's like really no point for him to fly, but they still gave it to him where he hovers, I guess, not flies. But just seems pointless to me. And then Spider-Man also has where he stands in between two enemies. He can pull them together with the webs and like make them hit each other in the head and pretty much knock it out. And then when you're fighting too, you can your health bar will start flashing, and then you can use a power attack, which is like a really strong attack. So I mean, Superman has his little dive bomb attack where he flies up and it comes down crashing down and like does like a whole bunch of damage and stuff. But I mean, it's just like the little things like that they're like, oh, that's cool. Spider-Man can actually do that. But you just see Superman shoot his laser beams, you're like, wow, he can just shoot lasers. But then he's got the whole flying up and coming down and like making like a sonic boom type thing. But it's just the fact that it gets played out after a while. I mean, you're just doing it just to kill enemies. You're not doing it to have fun or anything anymore. So I would say if you like Superman, play this game. It's a pretty good Superman game. If you don't like Superman, just stay away from it. Play like the Spider-Man games or something like that. So yeah, I'm the retro nerd. Sorry about my voice, guys. It's a little sore. Well, my throat's a little sore today, not my voice. So if I sound a little crackly, that's why. But yeah, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night, and the game we were playing just now was The Death and Return of Superman. Mine is on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if it was on Sega. Probably was. But mine was on the Super Nintendo, so yeah. Retro Nerd out.